Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to all the friends, followers and of course channel members. It's Sunday night, so of course we are in the CRJ, which has become affectionately known as Sarcastic Sundays because I can't fly this thing correctly. And well, we're on a multiplayer flight tonight, so if anybody wants to join, get yourself loaded in, and we are on the North Europe server. Of course, anyone around the globe can join the North Europe server, so go ahead, do that, and we'll see you here. I've already pinned the operational flight plan into the chat on on YouTube, so anyone can pop that in. I have to program this in manually, of course, in the CRJ, so it's going to take a little bit longer than usual for us to get going. That, and I just keep clicking things randomly in the hope that I can start the CRJ up correctly. I've also got the Netherlands match live in front of me on the iPad. So who are we rooting for tonight? Netherlands or the Ukraine? I like underdogs, so but in this case I'm not actually sure who the underdog is. Netherlands, first time they've appeared in a competitive match for about 7 years, is it? Something like that. And the Ukraine, I can't remember the last time I saw them. But looks like Ukraine have started off better. Anyway, so good evening, everyone. Right, OKTM, that's my fault. I think I popped in our members chat that we were going the other way around. We're of course not. We're taking the fans back home. So we're here in Bucharest where the match has just finished, and we're taking the Austrian fans, the happy Austrian fans, as they won 3-1, taking them back home to Vienna. So that would be why. Digital go, Canada go. Yeah, might have to wait a few more years before we see them. But if we have a quick scout around, can we see anybody we know? There's Dark Fury. Dark Fury, what on earth are you flying? You in the 747. Good luck. I can see Eastbirds. I can see Digital FD. And it's a nice modded airport. Again, it's a freeware modded airport. There's our departure runway 08 right. So here we are. Let's start trying to get this thing set up, shall we? And as I say, I am keeping an eye on the football. I'm not going to apologise. I like the football, so I might have some attention drawn if something good happens. Like the Netherlands on attack now, and oh, it's been saved. Never mind. Already, this game looks like the most exciting one I've seen so far. It would be, wouldn't it? Right, let's get in the flight deck. So here we are, and I have to remember how to start all this up. So if we get the ground power, oh, we don't need this, do we, for the ground power unit? I forgot it's got its own ground power unit here on the EFB. So let's have a look at getting that started. Albert, that's some local knowledge. 8 for departure, right is for landing. I honestly don't care tonight, to be completely honest with you. We just want to get out of here. All the passengers are drunk anyway, they're celebrating. So let's go to our maintenance, not the maintenance, we want to go to the aircraft, and the ground power cart is now connected. There we go. The passenger door is closed. Let's have a look. Jake, are you going to bring the rescue helicopter? Yeah, remember the last time we tried to get the CRJ out? That wasn't pretty, was it? Okay, so what are we doing? Batteries. Batteries. Where are the batteries? Oh, master battery on. There we go. And the APU generator to on. There we are. We also want to start these gears aligning. Let me get rid of that. Where are the ideas? They're down here, aren't they? Set those to nav. Set that to nav. And then the right, left, fuel boost. And we also want to pop the nav and logo lights to on. There we go. Right, so the GPU is already here. We've got the DC power is on as well. That's good. We'll do the fire test. There it is. And then APU Power and fuel on. Have we got the APU SOV open? And now we can start the APU. We'll check on the ECAM that that's coming. Danny, I could have been as drunk. You're quite right. But I did resist the urge today. I'd been out in the sun. It's been really warm here. I've been out in the sun all day, and I don't like to drink if I've been out in the sun, because I end up just being ill in the evening and feeling pretty rubbish. And there certainly wouldn't have been a stream tonight. I'd have been asleep. Let's have a look at the hydraulics. We can get those on. There we are. What's beeping at me? Don't beep at me. I don't like it when things beep at me. Right, so I can hear the APU is starting to fire up. Simon, I am nowhere near a CRJ expert. Absolutely not. This is the first time I've flown the CRJ. Well, fingers crossed I've not left the ground yet, have I? But this is the first time I've flown the CRJ following the update. So we're going to see how that works. Packs. Get those on. There we are. Right, so let's come over to the EFB on the performance page. Right, fuel and zero fuel weight. What have I got on that flight plan I've just sent you guys? So, operational flight plan, the zero fuel weight is about 27. Let's do that. There we go, close enough. And fuel, what are we taking? We're taking about 4 tons of fuel. Let's take 4.5 tons of fuel just in case I mess up and need to go around. That's not happening. I'm not going around. I'm getting this bird down one way or the other tonight, even if it's at the wrong airport. So that's all set. Once we've done that, we're going to set the payload in the simulator. There we go. That looks okay. Now, fuel, check we've got 4.5 tons is loaded. Yes, it is. 4.5 tons is done. And electronic flight bag, init fuel from the aircraft. That all looks okay. Alright, well, as far as I'm aware anyway. Let's just get rid of the yoke, move that out of the way. Alright, passengers. Let's get some passengers on board. It won't take them long to get on. It only, how many does the CRJ 700 hold? It's only about 70, isn't it? Something like that. So, just get self-loading cargo all loaded up, and we're ready for boarding.
Cabin crew, yeah, we've completed the checks, so now you can open the doors and start getting the passengers on board.
Sure, no problem.
So we'll get the doors open in a moment, and then we can just go to, is it the next page? Next page. Copy that. Previous. Insert that there and execute. So we've set the position. Let's go to the flight plan page. Oh, let's get the doors open. Passengers can't get on unless the doors are open, right? Aircraft and passenger door is opening. Is it? Is it open? Or can't we open that unless the chocks are in place? No, I'm pretty certain the door's now open, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there it is. Gallic Aviation. Good to see you on board, sir. Hope you're well. Right, so now that's open, let's come back down to the FMC, or whatever it's called here, the FMS, perhaps? Okay, so the flight plan. We are going, we're heading from Elrop, which is here in Bucharest. And we're going to Low. Lima Oscar Whiskey. The alternate, where is the alternate? The alternate is Lima Hotel Bravo Papa. Where's that? Is that Budapest? Lima Hotel Bravo Papa. Hotel Bravo. Oh, hang on. Is it Bravo Papa or Papa Bravo? Bravo Papa. Ah, how do we clear it? There we go. Bravo, Papa. There we go. And flight number. Do we have a flight number tonight? 9134. 9130. 34. There we go. And pop that in. 447 miles to be exact if we were flying point to point, but we're not, of course. Okay, let's execute that. Okay, to the departure and arrivals page. So we're going to depart as per our operational flight plan. It may be wrong, but as per the operational flight plan, it's 08 right. And that is going to be on the Socru 1 Alpha. Now, actually, I think I have changed this slightly because it makes more sense to do the Socru 1 Kilo departure, the RNAV. So let's see if we can just find that. Socru 1 Kilo is the one I want to use. There we go, all popped in. And execute. And then how do we get to the that's the departures. How do we get to the arrivals? Is it just there? There we go, the arrivals page. Arrivals, what are we doing for the arrivals then? We are plan to land runway 34. Let's just scroll through that. ILS 34. Oh, hang on. RNAV 34. ILS 34. So the ILS 34, and then it's the Natex 1 Whiskey. Natex 1 Whiskey. And transition is... Oh, I'm going to leave the charts for that. Transition is going to be... Let's have a quick look. Oh. I'm not actually sure. Oh, we'll just vector ourselves in. So we'll select vectors and execute. There we are. All right. So I think then that is now all set. Everyone else with me so far? Okay, so that's all set. Marco, my blood pressure will increase with this plane. Yeah, you are. You're quite right. So that is now set. We now need to add the route, which is... I always forget how to get to the route bit. Is that the flight plan? No? Is that the next page on here? Oh, there it is, yep. So, from Socru, after Socru, where are we going to? We're going to take the Mike 747 airway. From the Mike 747, it's Enema. Get that in. From Enema, it's the Tango 746. And from Tango 746, it's Nipot. From Nipot, it's L851. I do find clicking on the buttons of the FMS in the CRJ more satisfying than the Airbus. I don't know why. Perhaps it's the click. You can I don't know. It just feels really nice. So L851 to Deget, D-E-G-E-T. Dr. Magic, welcome to you. You're in the 320. You're not ready for the CRJ, and you think I am. So from Deget, we're then going to Ballux, and then from Ballux we go to... Do I need to go to the next page then here? So from Ballux we go direct to Torno, T-O-R-N-O. From Torno then to Natex, and then that is the start of the approach. And execute, and then copy that, move that up there. Oh, that's right. Can I not do that? Ah, Natex. Ooh, why can't I clear the discontinuity there? I'm trying to copy that and pop that up here. It doesn't appear to be working. Ah, right, okay. I'm stuck already. We've got a discontinuity which I can't appear to clear. That's annoying. Well, execute that, and maybe someone can convince me what I need to do with that once we're in flight. That's right at the other end, so we've got time to get that. Right, so once we have done that, we've added the route. Let's just go back to the performance here. Copy the performance data to the FMS. So do that. That's all set. Oh, Gambling Ben, is it on the legs page? Thank you. Yes, I'm on the route page, aren't I? Right. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and clear that. I think I'm trying to do the right thing, but on the wrong page. So we've got a couple of those I need to get rid of. So does that come up to... Oh, good lord, what have I done? We want to go vectors, so copy that and pop that there. There we are. And execute. Oh, no, I've just deleted all of the star. Ah! I've just deleted the star. Oh, bum. It's now taking me direct to Natex. Right, I need to go and put that back in again, don't I? Has that just deleted my entire route? Oh, what a pain. Oh, it's just not an Airbus. Try that again then. So the Sakura 1 kilo. Oh, hang on, has it all come back? Just hit execute, see what happens. Legs. I think actually I've just brought that back. Gomdi, Sakura, Natex, and then oh, it has. It has brought it all back. Go to the legs page. What did I do? Clearly didn't do something right. Right, so copy the Natex there. Go back to the previous page. Join it to there. Execute. There we go. All right. So now that's done. That's the legs page. And then flight plan. Add the cruise altitude. Do we need to do that? I'm presuming we do. What page do I need to be on for that? That's on the perf page, isn't it? Here we go. So, transition altitude. Let's have a look. What is the transition altitude here? Transition altitude is, grab the charts, 4,000 feet. And enter that. Next page. We're going to be cruising at, according to the operational flight plan, flight level 380. That sounds high. Okay. We might not make it that high, but let's put it in, flight level 380. There we are. Matthew, good evening. I hope you've got a bloody big bag of popcorn, my friend. You're going to get through it. Right, that's the cruising altitude. Set. Transition level on descent will be, what is it, going into Vienna? It is 10,000 feet due to the terrain knocking around. And done. Okay, so that's all set on there. What's the trip wind for the flight? Is a headwind of 31, like I need anything else slowing me down on this aircraft. There we go, that's all done. Estimated time of departure, what is it now? It's 1920, let's call it 1950. Zulu time, of course. There we go. So that's half an hour from now. So on the VNAV setup then, oh, we've just done this, haven't we? Transition altitude, any speed limits, done all that. We've hit execute, we're all good. Alright, so what we're going to do is on departure, what is the, let's have a look, what's our initial climb? Is it told us? Oh, call it flight level 110. So let's set that. There, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Flight level 110. There we go. Flight director is on. Speed, I don't think it actually matters if you set this, does it? But we'll set it for 190. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Okay, that's all set. Right, back to the perf page. A flex temp, who cares? 46. I think that's the one I was recommended to use. And then perf init. That's all set. Radnav. Nah, don't need that. Oh, actually, I will put one in. Sierra Tango Juliet. That's on our departure route. So, Sierra Tango Juliet on the radio page. That can go in there. Oh, hang on. Why is that invalid? Have I tried to put it in the right? Oh, I've typed in the radio identifier. Ah, still not an Airbus, Gavin. It's not an Airbus. Doesn't work like an Airbus. 1132. Pop that in. Yay! There we go. And transponder code. Whenever I fly this, it's always made up of 6s. And main flight display menu. We'll pop VNAV on for now. Speed, altitude, airports. Yeah, leave all that on. Okay, the electronic flight bag, let's set the V-speed. So hit set all, check they've been transferred across. They have. Just realised passengers aren't getting loaded in. And again, it still doesn't like the CRJ. Can I open the forward doors with that? Does that make any difference? No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Close that. Right, nav source is set to FMS 1. Okay, we're nearly ready to push and start. Matthew, lazy Airbus pilots. I know. How dare we not look up the frequency and just put in the code. Alright, so that's okay. Are the doors still open? I can't tell if the doors are still open or not. Okay, close those doors. That's done, I think. And the GPU is still connected for the moment. Let's get the beacon light turned on. Where's that? There we go. Beacon light is on. X-Flow override is on. Ignition. Right, okay. At the moment, the APU is running. We need to get rid of the chocks on the ground power card before we start firing some engines up, don't we? So, let's remove that. The GPU has now disappeared as well. Doors closed. Everything's closed, closed, closed. We're about ready to go. So then, ignition on. And now right engine start. let's check down here and see what's happening. Still 0-0 in the Netherlands and Ukraine game, I see. So, looking for, what is it? Is it about 20% N1? So that's coming up now. So we'll just unlock that and set that to idle. Oh, I didn't do that right, did I? Did I do that right? No, it's misfired. Let me just try that again. How do I get that back down to shut off? I've left it at idle. Will it just fire up anyway? I guess we'll find out in a minute. So, seems to be firing up. There it goes. Lawrence Pilot DK, good evening. Says, hi Gavin, I have a problem with the 32NX. Ah, well, now I'm your man. Don't ask me any questions about this aircraft. When I fly on VATS, sometimes the radio switches to another frequency. Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. On the toolbar here, ATC, no, sorry, AI control. If you get AI control, make sure that managed radio comms is switched off. That's what's happening just there. I've just got another ding. What's that all about? I have no idea. So, right engine is now running. Left engine start. Let's do that. Christian, I have tested the thrust levers. Yes. Oh, look at all the other guys on the ground. How neat. Okay, so same deal then with the left engine in a moment. And we can see that spooling up to 20%-ish. There we go. Matthew, if you can just swallow your popcorn for a second. You know all the stabilizer trim, Mac trim, and yaw dampers, etc. You do that after engine start, is that correct? Do that once you've got power to the aircraft, I'm presuming. Obviously I haven't done it yet. So whilst I'm just waiting for that to fire up, let me see, can I scroll through the map this way? Legs page, does that let me go through? Yeah, just check. Oh, there we go, that actually looks quite neat. Yeah, happy with that. Wonderful. Oh, Matthew, that is a complete nugget of information that I'm never going to remember. So, known secret on the CRJ with the FedEx, which is basically the system that controls the engines, the computer. You actually don't need to wait until 20% N2 to bring the thrust lever out of the shut-off position. Only need to wait until the ITT is below 120 Celsius. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Ah, interesting. Right, so both engines are now running. Oh, Matthew, you can do that before what the question I just asked about all the yaw dampeners, etc. But the IRS do need to be aligned, which they are. So let's go ahead and do that. So stabilizer trim, Mac trim, yaw dampeners. I know I'm pressing the right buttons because all of the warnings come off here. So bleed air, is that over here somewhere? Where's the bleed air? Air conditioning is on, so that's okay. All of this is set to auto anyway, is it not? So let's get the APU off. Shut that. Oh, that turns the APU off automatically. Nose wheel steering. Armed. Taxi lights coming on. In fact, I'll not put the taxi lights on yet. I'm going to get Pushback before the taxi lights come on. So passenger signs, of course. Passenger signs. No smoking. Seatbelts. Arm those emergency lights. All is looking good, I think. there. Can the cross-flow overdrive come off as well now? I'll wait for someone more knowledgeable than me to answer that question. So we need the right window heat, left window heat, continuous ignition. We can get rid of that, can't we? Yeah. I think we can turn that off. So that's okay. Recirculated fans are off. Do we need to put those on? They're on. No smoking, seatbelts, parking, and the left and right heat. Which I'm trying to have a look over here. Let me just see if we can get that. Probes. Do we need those on? We'll put them on. We'll put them on low. There we go. That'll do. Oh, digital. The crossflow comes off as you pass 10,000 feet. Ugh, whoopsies. Okay, I'll put that back on. There we are. Right, I think we're about ready to push back. Good news, it's still 0-0 in the match, and we're only half an hour in. Okay, so is that digital there in the nice looking KLM? Okie dokies. I'll use the pushback mod for this, and we'll start the pushback. Here comes the tug. Right, now the engines are set as well. I want flaps. What flaps do I want? Is it flaps 8 on here? Flaps 8 and a trim position of 7.4. I need to remember how to set this. So is that flaps coming out now? I'm just watching this here. Flaps 8 and then the trim position 7.4. There we go. Good stuff. Let's push back. Where are we going? So pushing back and taxiing down here for departure. Lovely. So we'll release the parking brake. Back we go. I do love this new pushback mod. Makes things very, very nice. I'm potentially going to get run over by Dark Fury just here. So as you can see, we're not on live time, but we are on live weather. Ah, Dr. Magic. What airline's that? Iceland? I just saw the blue and yellow. Icelandic. Very nice. Well, you both got time to taxi. Keep going. I'll slow the tug down. Plenty of time. Don't bother waiting for me. Just get up and in the air. At Turkey, they have indeed released an updated version of the pushback tool, but I like the toolbar pushback. Hello, Israel. Wonderful. Right, let's speed up that pushback. Alfix, the chart is, I use Navigraph, so that's available just here. The Navigraph charts. Oh, Eastbirds, hurry up, mate! I'm going to run you over. How fast does your aircraft fly? Are you going to be able to keep up with us? What is that? Eastbirds put the power up there, didn't he? Oh, they've released an update to the toolbar version. Oh, all right, okay, thanks for that. I'll check that out. So, if you're just joining us, wondering what we're doing, it's a group flight this evening, and anyone can join. We're on the North Europe server, and we're taking the Austrian fans home from Bucharest following their European football match, where they won 3-1, I think it was, wasn't it? So congratulations to them. Okay, that will do. We'll end the pushback there. Get back in the flight deck. Parking brake. Pop that back on. And that is a long line of people waiting to take off. Okay, let's get the taxi sign lights on. There we go. That's those all turned on. And what have I turned on? Why have I not got the nav lights on? What did I turn on instead? Oh, I turned on the logo lights, so at least everyone will be able to see who we are. Right, let's taxi out then, shall we? Let's hope the thrust levers work this time. Oh yeah, they seem to be working, and we're moving. At least while I've got such a huge queue of people in front of me, I can I can watch the Netherlands-Ukraine game. Still 0-0. That has surprised me. The way this the way that this aircraft the way the football match kicked off, I thought would have been certain to have some goals by now. Chelsea, you're short of 8 left. I think you've made the correct choice. I should have zipped over, shouldn't I? Okay, there goes digital. Who's next? Dark, is that you? Oh, you can line up and wait. Don't give 2 minutes separation for digital. Run him over with your massive 4 engines. I'm surprised no one's in the helicopter. Caitlin, thank you very much for subscribing, sir. The fun will start when we get airborne. So they've released now details about the Xbox version, haven't they? Coming out at the end of July, I think it is. And a big tip for anyone who is in the CRJ from Matthew: climb at 250 until 10k, then 290 above that, until we're at least max 7.4 and no lower than 7.4, or you might fall out of the sky. Alfix414, quite right, sir. That was awful scenes yesterday. Christian Eriksen, thank God he's pulled through. I'm sure everyone like me was fearing the worst at first. Thank goodness that all worked well. I'm trying to do this taxi, but I'm also watching for that. I'm about a minute behind on what you guys are seeing because I'm watching on an on-demand service. So when you tell me the Netherlands nearly scored, I want to watch. But I am just seeing that now. Yeah, how did he miss that? Terrible. Did anyone answer me anyway? Who wants who to win on this? I think I'm in the Ukraine camp, just because I like an underdog. Lewis, I do. Do you know what? I absolutely love football, but this last 14 months, it's just been a bit meh. I hadn't watched any Premier League games here in the UK, anything like that, and I used to watch loads. One, I think, is the fact that I've got far more children than were currently allowed into a stadium until recently, so I never actually got time. And two, the fact that there's no crowds there, there's no story, there's no atmosphere inside a stadium anymore. But that's been changed with the Euros, so I've now got back into it. See, Danny, that is great news, isn't it? Something like that, and CPR trainings have now gone through the roof because people want to know what to do in situations like that, and who can blame them? Christian, I was with you, mate. I thought, oh, the Euros is here, but I'm not really that fussed, but now it's here. I've watched at least part of every game, if not all of it. Oh, Matthew, you're well and truly in the Dutch camp then, aren't you? Right, we'll hold at the stop and wait for Manicle to depart. I'll get those lights on. There we go. Poor Spurs looks like he's going to get gobbled up with the CRJs and 747s. That's Lord Kumi on Twitch. Yeah. Oh, well. Okay, let's get lined up and see if I can get this thing into the sky and then control it. Okay, we'll just hold that there for a second. We'll align the heading bug. Flight directors are on. Ah, anyone else behind me? Oh, good lord, there's loads. Right, let's go. How good to see everybody. Okay, so let's go. I'm pushing my side stick down. I don't even know if I need to. Okay, here comes V1. And rotate. Back we go. Just got to remember, it's not an Airbus. It's not an Airbus. Okay, so gear is indeed up. And now we want to arm the nav, arm the speed. We'll set 250 knots. And autopilot engaged. So autopilot now flying the aircraft. And we're heading up to flight level 110. We'll bring those flaps in. Left turn in a moment. And I'm just going to follow everyone that departed before me, I think. Here it is, left-hand turn. I do like the window views out of the CRJ. I think they've done really well with those. Oh, there's the Ukraine with little attack. Nah, unlucky. Best keep an eye on what's happening in the flight deck, hadn't I? Okay, so let's set a high flight level now. Let's go for what was our actual one? Something like 380.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly begin our cabin service as we continue to climb to our cruising altitude. You may now use your electronic devices. Rechargeable battery packs are also available to purchase from our cabin crew. You can also ask them about joining our frequent flyers and becoming a channel member. Thank you.
Okay, so now we've passed 10,000 feet. On Matthew's advice, we're going to set 290 to climb. And there is everybody who departed before me. I don't know if we're all on the same route, by the way, guys, but I'm sure I'll meet up with you in Vienna if I make it that far. And half-time in the Netherlands match, 0-0. That has surprised me. That has really surprised me. The way the game kicked off, I didn't think it was going to be 0-0 for very long. Manicle, you're also in the CRJ. Good to see. Matthew, the wing views don't show enough speed tape, paint chips, missing control surfaces stained by hydraulic fluid, and a random coloured winglet that's been borrowed from another carrier. I love it. Okay, well that seems to be that seems to be climbing quite nicely. Top of descent surely can't be in 45 miles. That can't be right, can it? No, it can't be right. That's rubbish. Why is it saying that? So that's 19,000 feet coming up. Okay, well, I'm happy to turn off the seatbelt signs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. The toilets are now available for use and you are free to stretch your legs in the cabin. We do however recommend that whenever you are in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times. This is in case of unexpected turbulence. Our cabin crew will be along shortly. Please contact them if you have any questions or require assistance. Thank you.
Eastburst, how high is low? I see what you did with that question. It is... It's 500... It's just under 600 feet. Oh, Matthew, that makes sense. It may be trying to show us a top of climb point, but obviously incorrectly. Well, then that would make sense. Because what is it we're getting up to today? Flight level 380. Is that realistic, Matthew? 380? Right, we can get that off now, can't we? Is it actually going to get us up to 380? I'll set it and see what happens. See if we stall or not. Lewis, mate, I always check the charts before I fly a real ops flight, of which this is not. Charlie, you're airborne and climbing through flight 170. Good news, sir. Can't see you behind us. Bucharest is looking very nice though, isn't it? Some nice cloud formations over there. Christian, I can't answer that either. It's not null either, is it? Is it nil? N-I-L. Null is something they yell at Wimbledon. Null point. And I just presume that's French, isn't it? Well, we're still climbing at 2,200 feet per minute, but we're only at 28,000 feet at the moment, so that's okay. We'll see how we get on. And as Digital's just said, we should start to climb much more slower if it looks like we're going to stall, so we shall see. Garlic Games, you were using the default Asobo 320 for months without realising. Dope. Jake, well, Matthew is a real-world CRJ pilot, so whereas HD is real-world 320, Matthew is real-world CRJ. So on streams such as this, Matthew is king. Avtix 414 can sometimes make a flight with something like the TBM. I have used other aircraft in the past, but usually just for group flights, such as this. Captain 79, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Christopher, good evening as well. Lovely to be back. Your computer's had a meltdown for a week of hell. Ah, that sounds bad. Christian, at the moment the aircraft is maintaining speed with its pitch. On cruise you have to play the lever game. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll be honest with you guys, you know that I'm an Airbus. I fly the Airbus. I'm a virtual Airbus pilot. And but I do like the challenge of another aircraft that is as detailed as this. But it does make me think. So we're still at around 1,500 feet per minute at the moment. Garlic Aviation, where are you going? Has anybody else actually got a flight plan, or are they just VFRing it the whole way? Digital, I think Matthew's in the CRJ channel on Discord. It's just got a different username if memory serves. Dr. Magic, your A320 is stuck in speed mode. That's good. It should be in speed mode until you reach cruising altitude, then it goes into Mach mode. Right, have a look here then. So I'm actually starting to lose speed, so I'm going to level off at 340. There we go. It'll get us up to 340, and I don't want to lose any more speed. Dr. Magic, if your flight plan is yellow, that means you've not confirmed the flight plan. If it's yellow, it's showing you what you are wanting to confirm but haven't yet. So as this creeps up to flight level 340, then there we go, alt capture, so that's where we would look to set the climb detent. Is it not, once we've actually captured 340? It's just coming up now. Hopefully that speed will start to increase again. We're at Mach 0.79, so is that quite fast? I know we said, or Matthew said it's above, did you say Mach 7.4? Need to remain above Mach 7.4. I can't remember if you said Mach 7.4 or Mach 7.6, to be honest. But we're leveling off now, and that's good. So if I just zoom out on the map here, we should see top of descent in a little while. That's a great tip. Set approximately 86% M1. What happens if we're slightly below that and we're still in the toga detent? I can't go anymore without setting max power. I don't think you're meant to do that, are you? So there we are. We've now just reached 340. So now this goes into nav and alt, doesn't it? Yep. Okay. Donut Man, we are on live weather. Live weather. Let me just clear the not allowed thing on here. So bring it back to climb. That's a bug. Fine, there we go. So we're now in climb. Oh, have a look at that actually. I've now gone to climb and I've actually gained percent. So let's bring that back, as you say, to around 86, which I've got to be very careful with this because it's rather sensitive, as you can see. Let's try and set that. Turgay, the CRJ does have working LNAV and VNAV. So now I'm just keeping an eye on that. We're still gaining speed a little bit. So I can, but we're at Mach 7.9 actually. We're at Mach 7.9, so I can leave that, can't I? Happy with that. Yeah, the smaller jets do require a lot more concentration. I don't think I'd ever dare leave this on a like a 2-hour cruise flight. I'm not sure I'd be able to trust it. Or rather, I couldn't trust the way I'd set that the aircraft up. TCAS is also turned off. Where is that? That's down here, isn't it? I can never remember where TCAS is. Is that it? And now, if I just go to the... oh, not that one. Let's just turn airports off, because there's a heck of a lot of information on that. Oh, self-loading cargo passengers having a scream. So if I go to the legs page, change the format of that, zoom in a little bit. Do I see a top of descent anywhere on there showing? Nope. That's interesting. Christo, I don't think the weather works on the CRJ. I don't think it does anyway. Left hand side of the lower panel, about 3/4 of the way down, you see a selector that has 1 and 2 as options. Where we look? Ah, okay. That's it, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's the transponder, isn't it? So they're both linked together. Yeah, I didn't turn that on. There we go, it's turned on now, as you can see. I don't know if it actually works. So the next match has just kicked off. Sorry, the next half has just kicked off. Same half, same match. Netherlands and Ukraine is still 0-0. Dr. Magic, your passengers are making their own parachute. Digital, does the weather radar work? Oh, I thought it didn't, unless they've updated it. They may have done, to be fair. I don't fly this aircraft that often, do I? It runs really very smooth as well. Nice, nice frame rates. Turgay, that's a bunch of plenty of knobs and switches for a small plane. Another reason why I like the Airbus, it's user friendly, it's naturally intuitive. Well, maybe not naturally intuitive, but there's less things to I think there's less things to break on an Airbus. Shall we put it like that? A little bit of turbulence at the moment. Yap, what do you think you were doing, mate? Obviously, you're supporting Netherlands, yes? Oh, you missed a few chances. So, just in case for some reason top of descent isn't working, I didn't really... if I just have a look at that arrival again. So, I've got Natex and Pesat. Let's have a quick look at that. Alright, okay, so here we have Natex and then we have Pesat, which is fine. Then from there we're going to vector ourselves in for runway 34, of which we've just got waypoints rather than actual... sorry, we've just got distances rather than actual waypoints. So let's have a quick look at that. Whiskey 971. 74, that'll be a distance of 74 away, presume. So that's where we capture the ILS, and then runway 34. Fingers crossed, all shall work nicely. So how's everybody else's flight going that's flying along with us at the moment? I can see Dr. Magic to my left, anyone to my right? Oh, we've got the Manacle over there, we've got Donut Man as well. Is anybody in a fighter jet? No one in a fighter jet are going to come greet me and wave to me throughout the window and try and divert me to Belarus or wherever it was. So happy there, everything all looking good. I'm very much one of those fans of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just don't want to touch anything. Everything's working as it should be at the minute. So in terms of my own descent at Pisat, I want to be at 6,000 feet. Eastbird, you're in a fighter jet, but a slow one. How's that work? Are you in a Spitfire by any chance? So Pete, I'm currently a Mach 0.79. So just whilst we're cruising nicely, let me tell you a little bit about tomorrow's flight. Tomorrow, of course, is Monday, so it's Mileage Monday. Now, unfortunately, I do have an appointment in the morning, so it's going to be a delayed start to the stream, daytime stream tomorrow. I can't give an approximate ETA, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be around 10:30 Zulu time. For a long haul flight tomorrow, so very much looking forward to that. Gives us something to do and something to look forward to on a Monday, doesn't it? So just quick top of descent calculation. In case the aircraft doesn't do it for me, we're at 340. I want to be at 6,000 feet by PESAT, so I want to start my descent around about 80. Oh, Netherlands have scored. Netherlands have scored. So Yap's now cheering. Who else is cheering because the Netherlands have knocked one in? Digital, you will get to sleep in until sunrise, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm going to start that top of descent about 95 miles out from Pisat. We're currently still 237 miles away from Vienna, so that's okay. So Matthew, if you add up the main manuals, including your company ops manual, your aircraft flight manual, your emergency procedure manuals, your 2 FMS user guides, and the system manuals, you only have 4,711 pages to read. Wow. Danny, you're cheering as well, yeah? And Eastbirds, of course, Eastbirds, you are Dutch, so you should be slightly excited indeed. Your first major championships for 7 years. Okay, you believe the match will be exciting. To be fair, I don't think the match was dull. Probably one of the best matches I've seen so far. It was amazing the way they both started off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence our service of hot drinks and alcoholic beverages. Please assist us by ensuring your tray tables are down and that the aisles are kept clear of bags. Our drinks menu can be found in the pocket in front of you. We serve a variety of local and international coffee, tea, beers, wines, and spirits. Please note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age. We accept payment in cash or credit and debit cards. Thank you for your support of this channel.
Good night, Christian. Hope to see you during Mileage Monday tomorrow. Digital, will I be joining you in the DC-6? I don't know. It's obviously the first PMDG aircraft, but you know me. I like my fly-by-wire. I like my technology. And, well, I struggle with this one. I just heard some thrust lever clicking there. What's going off? Oh no, we're okay. We're all good. I am liking the view out of the window. I've got a beautiful view here out of the window, and I've got the match on. What better way to spend a Sunday evening? And all the kids are in bed. Bonus. Oh, I know I've got loads of Dutch supporters here in the chat with me, and channel members and supporters, but I really want Ukraine to grab one back, just for the from a neutral point of view. What we seem to have seen so far is that once the dominant force of a match score, they tend to run away with it a little bit and control the match. I want the Ukraine to do something. Glorious weather, isn't it? Dark, would it be a 4-hour of how to start up the DC-6? Oh, can you imagine if we did one of those with the like we did the first day the CRJ came out, and we did the CRJ stream. Man, oh man, that was long. Whoever wrote that manual needs shooting. Manacle, you're a Belgian supporter, and yeah, you guys won as well. Oh, yep, is there a second goal to come? I don't mind you giving me a spoiler, mate. It wasn't entirely unexpected. Oh, I think I'm just watching it, say I'm about 30-40 seconds behind you. Another round of drinks then in the aircraft for our Dutch supporter friends. Oh, that's a great ball through into the penalty area. And, oh, well, they seem to stop. The Ukraine defenders, they just stopped. What happened? Great finish, though. Fantastic finish. Some power in that shot. And the Ukraine looked shell-shocked, as though they were waiting for the ref's whistle. Oh, I see, and now they're arguing against it. Matthew, you're excited about PMDG's DC-6. You love the plane. You did a transatlantic crossing in it using a weathership plugin in P3D. Nice. Digital's in the KLM, isn't he? Dutch airline. Oh, I see what you did there. I wondered why you'd picked KLM. Was that because of the football or not? Oh, a goal check. VAR. Oh, this is exciting. I mean, it's not my team, so it's exciting from a neutral point of view. What is it they're looking for? They're looking to see if it was a foul on the defender, presumably. I'm guessing. And a potential offside. Oh, VAR check over. The goal stands 2-0. Good night, Chalty, sir. Hope you're well. Early start tomorrow. Don't work too hard, mate. Danny, you like the commentary I give? Did anyone else used to do this back when I was a kid, like, 6, 7 year old? If I was playing football on the computer, I think back then, my God, what was it called? Sensible World of Soccer, I think it was, something like that. I used to do my own commentary as I was playing, and of course, it was completely biased towards the team I was playing. But yeah, you always used to give commentary on your own games. Chalty, safe landing as well, mate. I've just seen the rest of your message. Digital, you're actually in your Fly UK. Oh, okay, I see. Dark, you hope Chris Kamara is commentating. Well, he wouldn't know if there'd been a goal, would he? I love that. It gets played every year on Sky, doesn't it? What do we think now? Are the Dutch going to run away with it? 3-4-0? There's still half an hour to go, If Ukraine get one, it could be a very exciting finish to the match. Right, what is the ILS frequency that we need to pop in? 1081. 108.1. I'm guessing that it's not done automatically, is it? There we go, 1081. That is set. And we're 165 miles away. I still don't see any sort of top of descent kicking in at the moment. I wonder if that's because I told it would be flying at we'd be flying at 390. Do I need to go and change that? Let's change that to 340. Oh, hang on, I've got to type in flight level 340, FL340, as we've changed that, and execute. VNAV setup. Just looking, we're 159 miles away from the airport. I would expect to have some sort of top descent information showing now, because it is almost a nice straight in approach. So I'd look to start descending in about 40 miles or so. Matthew, I'd always tune it myself, and I think that's just an Airbus check that I now do. Again, the real Airbus does it automatically, but we've seen it in the sim. It misses it so many times. So I don't think I'm going to get any sort of... Oh, hang on. Is Natex meant to be in there twice? Don't think so. So if we do that and that, execute that. Oh, there we go. Now I've done that, I've now got a top of descent showing. There it is, look. And looks like we're going to need some ice protection on as we start to head down. Where is that? That's over the right hand side, isn't it? Is anti-ice off at the moment? We're going to have to pop that on before we head down. How far can I zoom in? What's Manacle fly? Oh, Manacle's in the CRJ. Oh, hello. I thought for a moment your gear was down. So we're now watching for the top of descent and the electronic flight bag, landing speeds. Let's set all of those. So that's now done. So what are we aiming for? We're aiming for about 213 knots. Sorry, not 213 knots, wrong one. About 144 knots. I love the fact that this lands around the similar speeds to the Airbus. Much smaller though, when you're coming in, it appears much faster. So if I now go to the direct intercept, we're looking at descending around 1300 feet per minute, looking at that. Danny, yeah, the annular eclipse video. Oh, it was amazing to see that in the sim. I looked for it on the actual Thursday that it happened, but I must have gone to the wrong place. And I also set the time of day wrong because I had it middle of the day, so the sun was high up in the sky and you couldn't see it. Obviously, set it as the sun is rising so you can actually see the disk of the sun, and there it was. I thought, that's amazing. Well done, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Really, really nice to see. Right, what's the minimum descent altitude, or rather decision altitude is 800 feet. So let's set that. How do we do that on here? Let's see if I can remember. So it's MDA. We need to set that to 800 feet. What else do we need to set? Do we need to send a landing? landing elevation. That should be set to 600 feet, shouldn't it? So that's up here, isn't it? Set that to 600 feet. There we go. That's all set. Oh, Matthew, that sounds like an interesting rule with regards to the shake-up to offside. It's weird at the moment, isn't it? All the different camera angles, perspectives, and who the heck would want to be a linesman? Sorry, assistant referee. They were always called linesmen when I was growing up. That's I thought that was a decent enough cross that Netherlands have just popped in again. Sadly not. Chalty, your cabin altitude warning's not appearing yet. Have you shut down all the engines, haven't you? You've not started the APU just to give your passengers some oxygen so they survive long enough to witness the crash. Spoil sport. When we get on the ground then at Vienna, it's landing runway 34, vacating left, and then just taxi up to the main terminal. Matthew, if you're talking to me about hockey, I'm afraid I've lost you. I'm completely lost there. From everything I know about ice hockey, it's basically a punch-up on ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage today of some fantastic savings and offers from our in-flight magazine. This can be found in the back pocket of the seat in front of you. These shopping ideas and gifts offer you tax-free savings, with many items not available anywhere else and exclusive to you during your flight today. Our cabin crew will be around shortly to also offer you the chance to purchase airline lottery tickets. There is a chance to win some fantastic prizes, including cash and holidays. We accept payment in cash or credit and debit cards. Thank you for your support of this channel.
So the cloud has certainly thickened up as we head towards Vienna. And for a quick weather check, let's have a see, shall we? Richard Adams, good night, my friend. Thank you for your continued support. We'll see you hopefully on the next flight. So what are we looking? The weather then in Vienna at the moment. Wind 330 at 11 knots, that's good for our landing runway, variable between 300 and 360. Ceiling and visibility is okay, 14 degrees, pressure 1024, and no significant changes. Matthew, you enjoyed getting pucks shot at you at 100 miles an hour like a crazy person. I'll say you've got to be mad to be a goalkeeper in any sport. Well, so far, you know what, I've actually really enjoyed this flight, but then the difficult bit is about to start, isn't it? So let me just zoom in a little bit on that top of descent. Nabil Vlogs, hello, hope you're well. Charlene, hello. Thanks for joining us. So top of descent isn't very far away at all. We'll be on our way down shortly. So we're going to set 6,000 feet and descend around 1,300 feet per minute. Once we pass top of descent in a moment. I'm wondering why the snowflake and the donut are already showing lower than they need to. It's a bit strange. Oh, have the Ukraine scored? Oh, right, okay. My attention has now been drawn to the tablet next to me. I said, didn't I? If Ukraine score, this is going to make it fantastic finish for the neutral. 15 minutes to go. Let's watch. Oh my word, what a goal. That's the goal of the tournament so far. Admittedly, we're only 3 days in. Wow. I like it, Chalty. You've advised passengers to put their masks on if travelling with more than one child. Choose the one with the best earning potential. Oh, so my Netherlands supporting friends. It's squeaky bum time for you now, isn't it? 15 minutes of biting your nails. Good luck to you. And I you know, I can say what I want. I'm an English fan, so you know the amount of pain we've endured in the last what is it, 50 years. Danny, you don't like my commentary anymore. Oh, I'm a complete neutral and I love it. Obviously I wasn't this afternoon, glued to the TV and yelling at them all. Yep, not a lot of people know that you're an official Netherlands team coach together with 16 million others. Oh, this is just what you want. There was a neutral, isn't it? Look how happy the Ukrainians are. Right, that top of descent isn't far away now, is it? Let's see. How far away? Yeah, we're about to cross that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've reached our cruise level. It's looking likely that we will be slightly behind schedule when we arrive at our destination due to our late departure, but we will be doing our best to make up as much time as possible to minimise any disruption to your journey. As a cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Did he just say we'd reached our cruising altitude? Promise we hadn't. We fell short of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from FlyByWire once again, this is your captain speaking, and you will be advised that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination. The cabin crew will shortly begin preparing the aircraft for our arrival, and if you could make sure all the aisles are now clear so that the cabin crew can make their way around the aircraft safely, that would be most appreciated. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoyed your flight.
Martin, what nails they've already gone. You're down to the stumps. Right, so let's start heading down. I'm going to set a VS speed of, well, it suggests 2,000 feet per minute at the moment. I'm not so sure that's quite what's needed. But we're on our way down now. Let's reduce the speed as well. Or rather reduce the thrust. Is it 2-2? Oh! I tell you guys, I'm about 30-40 seconds behind. Oh! Is it from this free kick that I'm currently watching them taking? Can someone watch the aircraft for me? I'm now glued to the football. Oh, get in on the cross! Love it. Sorry for all the Netherlands supporters there, but what a finish to the game. All to play for. Definitely the best game of the Euros so far. Nice. Wonderful stuff for the neutral. A perfectly put together and rehearsed set piece. And he was just ahead of everybody else, wasn't he? Shot forward, Netherlands just left wanting. Beautiful. Right. 10 minutes to go. All to play for. I'll tell you what. Obviously the game isn't over. But if anyone would have put a bet on it being 2-2 at this point after the Netherlands scored their second goal, you'd have got some great odds. Matthew, I was going to ask you about this. Do I remember the symbol don't die flap extension schedule? By heart, I'm afraid I don't. However, repeat it again, and I've got a pad of paper in front of me, so I am all ears. So I'm just slowing the aircraft down now. Yep, you've taken your drinks back to the stewardess. I was surprised you didn't throw it at her. What an exciting 10 minutes. And of course, I need to concentrate on the landing. So we've got the radio panel in. We've got the ILS rather into the nav one on the radio panel. That's done, and we're headed down to 6,000 feet. Let's set that. The problem is now the momentum is with the Ukraine, isn't it? It would be very easy for the Netherlands just to have had the wind knocked out of their sails and be sat there thinking, oh, good Lord. Matthew, that's what I wanted. Thank you very much. So we want to be flaps 8 at that point. Sorry, I'm scribbling stuff down. And then so that's up to 180, then my 165. You want to be flaps. 30, and then below, anything below 165, you want to be at flaps 45. Thank you very much. We'll definitely use that on our approach. So basically below 220 it's 8, below 200 it's 20, below 180 it's 30, below 165 it's 45. I like that, the don't die method. This aircraft is just so incredibly easy to stall. That's the issue I have with it. Being unfamiliar with it, of course. Digital, that's a great idea. If we get Matthew to pop into the Discord help, that would be absolutely fantastic. To everybody on our Discord server that flies the CRJ, myself included, of course. Right, so we're now starting to... In fact, are we going to need the ice on? I'm just looking at the clouds that we've got building. Where's the temperature in this thing? I'm not sure where that's shown to be. Oh, it's there. So SAT is 16. Yeah, probably could do with a bit of ice. Oh no, the Netherlands scored. Ah, sorry, I'm meant to be a neutral, aren't I? But I told you I like it when the underdogs. When the underdogs are going for it. Oh, I've just seen it. Goalkeeper couldn't quite get it out, and now I think the Ukrainians are just going to be... they're going to have to dig very, very deep within themselves to get anything back out of this, aren't they? Very, very deep. But come on, Ukraine, you've done it before. You've clawed 2 goals back. You can do it again. So unlucky. Oh, well, for the Netherlands fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence our service of hot drinks and alcoholic beverages. Please assist us by ensuring your tray tables are down and that the aisles are kept clear of bags. Our drinks menu can be found in the pocket in front of you. We serve a variety of local and international coffee, tea, beers, wines, and spirits. Please note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age. We accept payment in cash or credit and debit cards. Thank you for your support of this channel.
Really, I'm loving the scenery tonight. I think we're on live weather, and it's just nice to see the live weather looking really, really good. So let's just reduce that rate of descent a little bit. We're starting to slow the aircraft down as well now. There's no speed restrictions on the star chart, so 250 knots before passing 10,000 feet. Three, 2. This was 0-0 at half-time as well, wasn't it, guys? Remember that. What a game. I love the fact that we can do this. I can enjoy my love of flying with passion for football at the same time. Combining them both. It's great. Oh, I can see digital flight deck. Digital, how low are you? Am I extremely high? How far am I from the airport? 15 miles away. That's okay. Digital, I've not got any TCAS working on here, my friend, unless I've got it set wrong. How far am I away from Pissat? Oh, 1 minute away. To be fair, the constraint is to be above 6,000 feet at Pissat, so that's alright. Come on, Ukraine. Make it 3-3 to finish. Sorry, Danny. Yep. And all the others. Eastbirds. Okay, so that's 10,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are coming on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, we have begun our descent into our destination. We're not expecting any air traffic control delays, so we should have you on the ground shortly. If you can now please assist the cabin crew by tightening your tray tables and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be much appreciated, and make sure to fasten your seatbelt. For safety reasons, please turn off any electronic devices you have or switch airplane mode on your mobile phone. Please note the aircraft toilets will also shortly go out of use. Thank you, and we'll see you on the ground shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and return to your seats immediately if you are not already seated. Infant seatbelts are provided for our passengers traveling with small children. Please ensure that they are secured safely and ask a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. The toilets will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Whilst seated, please find the airline magazine in the front pocket, providing you with lots of information about the channel and the perks of becoming a channel member. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm now in heading mode because I'm not flying the full published approach, which takes you over the airfield and back again, which you can see just here. So, hoping that pretty soon we'll pick up some ILS information. I've not got anything showing on the localizer at the moment. The platform altitude is 3,000 feet, so we can continue to head down for that. So 3,000 feet is now set. Matthew, would you need to change the speed? I mean, you're not using that anymore, are you? So I'm hoping we get some localizer information showing in a little bit. I'm going to make a right hand turn now and start heading towards the ILS capture.